Turnaround in potential. There's
In
dashes in there, so
potential
that's one word. That's one word. Turnaround in potential with dashes, because I
with
know you want
dashes.
one word.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And explain a little bit, just a little bit
Actually,
more.
I should have just said Mickey. What do you mean explain? You said one word, hot seat, action pack. We can turn.
Well, I want you to start with one word, but
I,
then I can ask you whatever questions I want to follow up.
This is this
I
is our
think
show, Simeon. We make the rules. You don't follow them either.
And I
you're
make them
right.
up
So
as I go along.
I like it was you were being nice at the beginning. I get it now. Okay, well played. So I think Richard Dixon is doing a very impressive job at telling us a nice story, and we have to figure out what the legs to the
As do
story are
we.
going to be. And
Yeah.
so I think Gap Inc., the entity,
Mm-hmm.
not the brand,
Yep.
owns a
Yes.
lot, and it owns one of the largest. Nike is the largest footwear apparel brand in the history of time. Old Navy, by certain measures, is number two. And so you
Mm.
have a business that's effectively its own department store. And we talk about Gap, but the reality is the vast majority of that entity's business is Old Navy. And so understanding Old Navy, how to make more money Old Navy, where does that low income consumer play? How important is brand? There's a lot of really interesting stuff in there. They need to keep that going. I think they want to, the goal for that part of the business, which is again the vast majority of the business, should be to make more money on Old Navy. The Gap business, which is much smaller, but obviously much greater halo, and is the one we all talk about, and is actually what their ticker is. So the company is known now as Gap. It was GPS, now they flipped to Gap. That's a story. That's a business where we look at Abercrombie, we look at Eagle, we look at all these things that are having their moment in the sun. Can you recalibrate? Can you bring us back to mellow yellow days? Can Gap mean something again and command full price? Because again, going back to the point, Gap still does billions of revenue. This is not a broken business, but its margin up until recently had been effectively lying in the gutter. And so that's the turnaround in progress where we need to find out, does this continue, right? Can you rekindle the Gap's people's love for Gap? Can it have that brand resonance and get the profitability at the same time that what really needs to happen is Old Navy just needs to be making more money?